Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In today's video, we're talking about MAME, CITRA MMJ, and PlayStation Plus. Let's get started. Alright, we'll kick things off here talking about everybody's favorite multi-arcade machine emulator, MAME. It's another month and we've got another major update. This time we're at version 0.243, which was just released. As always, I will leave a link to the entire changelog in the description below, and I highly recommend checking it out. There's a ton of information in here and we're just going over things at a high level. And just a friendly heads up here, version 0.243 introduces a bunch of new changes, a bunch of improvements, but not necessarily everything is all sunshine and rainbows. If you like to use DVD media on Konami's Firebeat platform, you might want to hold off on updating, as there's not proper DVD drive emulation. However, for mostly everybody else, feel free to update and you shouldn't really see any issues, at least hopefully not. So in terms of changes, Football Crazy is now supported on the raster speed platform. MAME's floppy drive emulation has got a massive overhaul. On top of that, NES and Famicom cartridge support has been improved and fixed a little bit, making a whole lot of Chinese language games playable. On top of that, the driver for the NEC PC8801 family has got a massive overhaul, giving more expansion options and better software compatibility. And on top of all of that, there's a bunch of bug fixes. As always, we have a bunch of new working machines, including a handful of Rockwells, some new working clones, and a bunch of new working software. Most notably here, at least in my opinion, is under the Sega Master System. We've got an early prototype of Basketball Nightmare, the Golden Axe CES demo, as well as a prototype of Psycho Fox. You can easily pick up the latest version of MAME right from their website. It's 100% free. Next up here, we're talking about Nintendo 3DS emulation on Android with CITRA MMJ. CITRA MMJ is only available on GitHub. It's not available on the Google Play Store, so I'll drop a link to it in the description below in the event that you want to check it out. CITRA MMJ is geared towards performance as opposed to emulation accuracy. If you're running into issues running the official version of CITRA that's available on the Google Play Store, you can always check out a fork like CITRA MMJ. The MMJ in CITRA stands for Subscribe to Mr. Sujano, and this app just got a brand new update. The changes on this one are pretty simple and straightforward, updated again for a list of bug fix settings enabled by default, and fixed issues with button overlay and editor. So if you're using CITRA MMJ, I do recommend updating to the latest version, and that should hopefully fix some bugs that you've been encountering. Last up, this is more of a PSA than anything. As you probably already know, PlayStation Plus is getting a pretty big overhaul in the near future, including an overhaul on the pricing plans and obviously making them a little bit more expensive. Well, there have been some people who have been clever and, I would say, opportunistic to get a discount on that new service. And Sony has stepped in and put a quick end to that. So the trick here a lot of people were doing that was actually working up until now is picking up a PlayStation Now 12-month membership at $60 and immediately adding it to their account. Once Sony rolls over these accounts, PlayStation Now accounts will be converted to PlayStation Premium accounts. PlayStation Premium accounts are running at $120 a year. So if you pick up a PlayStation Now account at $60 for the year, that is a 50% savings. As soon as Sony realized this loophole, they shut it down. So those people who picked up a PlayStation Now voucher for 12 months and haven't redeemed it yet are kind of screwed. I will leave a link to this helpful chart in the description below if you want to take a look at it, but the value has been more or less slashed in half. It's basically what it would actually be if there wasn't a loophole. Now, there are a number of people out there right now upset with Sony for closing that loophole, and a lot of those people are those who bought that PlayStation Now membership who hadn't redeemed the voucher just yet, because basically what they bought isn't what they're getting in return. And that is completely understandable. Not everybody knew it was a loophole. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. Let me know your thoughts about anything we talked about today in the comments below, whether it was MAME, CITRA MMJ, or even that PlayStation Now, PlayStation Plus loophole. Let me know in the comments below. If you liked this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos, don't tempt fate, save your state.